will get us started with the opening kickoff. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So North Carolina's offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, UNC. Once he got some room, it was over.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wood. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. They'll try to power their way ahead. Still running at the 40. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Badgers want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. The play action fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. The defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. Good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here we go, here we go. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Flips it out to the back. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? You know, how do I...
Unloads it downfield. He's got it at the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Touchdown, UNC! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the ball comes to rest right there.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab. It's Buck. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Hits him inside the 20, still going.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. They put on the heat and they blocked it. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Quick strike complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and died.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the shotgun, they'll run it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Big, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
To the air on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. Strong, firm tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Badgers will punt this one away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the outside. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Let's go. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his man. It's Woods. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Woods.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Between the uprights, it's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not a...
There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? In stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gets it to the back. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, UNC! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything. 2 or ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw for it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one match...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And once he got away from the D, they... shot at catching it. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Ready to fire from the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over a football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He caught it.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he will score! Touchdown, North Carolina! They get... just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Catch in the middle. It's Parker. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll just down it right there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Badger.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 21 over Florida State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. Quickly complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. We're seeing it here.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. They're working that left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game?
And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner goes down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here.
Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad...
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.